Where do countries really test their nuclear weapons? And what they don't want you to see. A blinding flash. Then, a shockwave that flattens everything. Then silence. What follows is deadly fallout, and a scar on the earth. Forever. But here's the real question. Where do nuclear-armed countries actually test these weapons? And why are some places more radioactive than Chernobyl, but no one talks about them? Welcome to the hidden world of nuclear testing, the places governments chose to destroy. In the name of power. Middle of nowhere, by design. When a country wants to test a nuclear bomb, it doesn't choose just any spot. It looks for places that are white tick mark emoji, remote, white tick mark emoji, uninhabited, or claim to be white tick mark emoji, easy to control access to, white tick mark emoji, politically invisible, and sometimes they choose places where people already live. United States, Nevada and the Pacific. The US detonated its first atomic bomb in the New Mexico desert in 1945, the famous Trinity test. But afterward, they moved to the Nevada test site, just 65 miles from Las Vegas. From 1951 to 1992, over 900 nuclear explosions happened there. But the most devastating tests, they happened far from home, on Pacific islands like Bikini Atoll and Atoll in the Marshall Islands. Whole islands were vaporized. Locals were exposed to radiation. And decades later, some islands are still uninhabitable. Soviet Union, Kazakhstan. The Soviet Union's main testing ground. Semipalatinsk, in Kazakhstan. Between 1949 and 1989, the USSR conducted 456 nuclear tests there. The surrounding population was never fully evacuated. People lived downwind. Children were born with deformities. Entire generations were sacrificed in silence. Today, Semipalatinsk is one of the most radioactive places on Earth, and almost no one's heard of it. France, the Sahara and the Pacific. France tested its nukes in Algeria during the 1960s, in the middle of its colonial war there. Some of those underground tests went horribly wrong. Radiation spread across North Africa. Then, France moved its testing to French Polynesia, destroying islands like Mururoa Atoll. To this day, France denies the full extent of radiation exposure to local populations. China, Xinjiang, Lopner. China's nuclear tests were conducted at Lopner, a remote desert region in Xinjiang. But here's the dark part: the tests occurred near Uyghur communities, raising long-standing accusations of human rights violations. Access is tightly restricted. But satellite images show massive craters, strange soil patterns and military infrastructure. India and Pakistan, borderlands and deserts. India conducted its first nuclear test in 1974 in Pokhran, a desert region in Rajasthan. The site was carefully chosen for secrecy and political impact. Pakistan responded in 1998 with tests in Charai Hills, Balochistan, detonating 5 bombs over 2 days. Both sites are still off limits, and radiation data remains highly secretive. North Korea, mountains that collapsed. North Korea is the most recent country to join the nuclear club. They conduct tests inside mountains at the Punggye-ri nuclear test site. After several underground tests, satellites captured something terrifying: an entire mountain range caved in. Some experts believe radiation may have leaked into the atmosphere. But North Korea denies everything. Israel, the secrets in the Negev? Israel has never officially admitted to having nuclear weapons. But intelligence agencies around the world agree they do. Where do they test? There's speculation about underground simulations near the Dimona nuclear reactor in the Negev desert. But no confirmed nuclear explosion has ever been attributed to them. The cost of silence nuclear testing is rarely about science, it's about sending a message. But the cost? Entire islands destroyed. Deserts poisoned. People forgotten. Many of these sites are still glowing. But the world moved on. If war ever returns, these scars remind us, some countries didn't just build nukes. They practiced using them. And the world is still dealing with the aftermath. This is Trivia Tales, where the stories buried in deserts and islands still echo. If you listen close,